Hey, what's going on, guys? So, like a long time ago, I reviewed and unboxed the collector's edition for Freedom Planet 1, and now Freedom Planet 2 collector's edition has finally come out. I think the game came out on Switch maybe last year, a little bit before that. But basically, if you don't know what Freedom Planet is, it's like a love letter to the classic Sonic the Hedgehog games. So I'll talk a little bit about that with the unboxing. But Limited Run Games did make this one, and it came in a very interesting case compared to last time. So without further ado, let's unbox and check out Freedom Planet 2. So the first thing I want to talk about is the actual case itself. If you had the original collector's edition for the first game, or watched my video, or if you haven't watched my video or have it, you could also go back to that video and check it out first. But it was in your classic Limited Run Games cardboard case. And yeah, this one is more like a Neo Geo shock box. I mean, it's hard plastic. Looks like it opens up in such a way. And we'll go through it. This is numbered, by the way, 269. Numbered as in it's a numbered release, not like one of their distribution releases. But yeah, Freedom Planet 2. Done by Galaxy Trail, Limited Run Games. It has a curved spine, not flat, so that's kind of neat. Talks about the game on the back, has all 4 characters, 1 player, you can play it docked, you can play it handheld. It doesn't have the snap like the Neo Geo ones from Pix'n Love, but it does open like a VHS tape. But let's see what all you get. So you get a poster. First off, let's check it out. It's a small poster, which is nice. Some of the big ones just get in the way. But yeah, you got that on one side. And the other side is all of the homies, all the characters. So then you have, looks like a set of pins. First off, this inside thing is felt, which is kind of cool, or like foam. It's soft. So you got pins of all 4 characters, and they're those kind of like what do you call them, like, I want to say holographic, but that's not right, you know what I mean, like where you can go side to side and they kind of move a little bit. They don't really do much, it just looks like they talk, so maybe it's the animation for when they're like talking in cutscenes. But you have a soundtrack disc, original soundtrack. Looks like there is 2 discs in here, 29 tracks and 30 tracks respectively. It has all 4 characters. These are actually the pictures that are the pins, which is pretty interesting. And then you have the game, and I put away my knife prematurely. So if you bought just the game, or like I said, sometimes these games they have them in their store, so if you go to the store and they don't have the collector's edition but you want this game and you end up getting just this is what you will get. You'll get, look, a little bookie. So first off, it does have a reversible art, but there's no red spine, so I'm probably not going to use it. The book is quite thin, but it has controls, and it has the 4 characters, and it has the other characters that aren't playable related, and more characters. Gosh, it just has all the characters. You want some more characters? There's some characters. I guess pretty much it just talks about all the people in the game. It doesn't look like it doesn't have much else. But I mean, usually they have like a little story part, but realistically, I guess, well, no, that's right here. So I guess you do get a little bit of everything. But that's what you get in this collector's edition for the game, which is pretty cool. But like, what's this game about? So, if you watched my first video on the first game, you'll already kind of have the gist of it. But essentially, this game was made by some homies who really had a passion, obviously, for Sonic the Hedgehog and storytelling. It's really cool, right? Like, I love stuff like this because people, you can tell that the people who made it really, really, really care. So the first game was a little rough, right? I mean, like, just, it wasn't like, like a studio didn't make it where, like, they have years, hundreds of years of experience from like a catalog of employees, and they have all this, that, and the other. This is just like a small, very passionate team. I mean, like, you could even, like, the voice acting is like, it just felt like it was whoever was around at the time. But it was a great game. Freedom Planet 1 was really cool, really fun. Freedom Planet 2 is just tightening it up. It's just getting better, getting better. They've added, more characters, more everything. It's just better, and it's cool. It's cool to watch this company, this franchise, this series kind of evolve. It's like I said, it's kind of an evolution, but it does continue on the story, and the characters do, harken back to the first game. So I will say that if you haven't played the first one, even though this one definitely feels better to play, it might be a good idea just to jump back into the first one, just to play it like all the way through. It's not incredibly hard, and I do believe that, if you're like a digital person, since they, you can only get these games physically from like, retailers like this, if you're a digital person, you can probably get them both really cheap. They might even have a 2-pack for all I know. They do that a lot with these kind of things. But yeah, it's a great series. Like I said, if you are a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, you're gonna really love this series. Each character plays very differently. And in a way, they kind of act like the difficulty levels. And I mean, like, there is difficulty levels, but like, it just feels like it's harder to beat it with some than others. Think of like the Sonic Advance series, how like it was super easy to beat the game as Amy, compared to, like Sonic. It's kind of like that. Or maybe even like Sonic Heroes, where like, Team Big the Cat was definitely easier than like Team Shadow, which was harder than Team Sonic. And then like Team Chaotix was just like weird missions, like kind of different. Yeah, so they're all different. They all have their pros and cons, all the characters. They're cool though. It's cool. It really kind of makes replayability awesome too. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're a Sonic fan, you're a fan of like, a passion project made by people who really care for an IP they created, this is definitely a series for you, and something that I think you would really enjoy playing. So, what'd you guys think? Hopefully you liked it. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. If you've played these games, let me know what you think down below, because it's very interesting. It's like, it's a passion thing, right? I mean, the people who made this really, really love the idea of classic Sonic, obviously. But on top of that, you can see there's a lot of passion for the story they've created and the characters and everything. But let me know what you guys think down below. It's a very interesting series. If anything, I just like the fact to support people who are making stuff like this on their own. But once again, love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. And hey, that's going to do it for today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. That'd be amazing. But as always, my friends, take it easy.